Game number 2 of the 2 out of 3 series between the Gregory Portland Lady Cats and the Brownsville Veterans Lady Chargers. Of course, on Wednesday night, the Lady Chargers went out to the Coastal Bend area and defeated the Lady Cats in game number 1, 5-2. Outstanding performance on that night by pitcher Mia Ansaldua. So let's see how it pans out here today. It's a beautiful afternoon for softball. The clouds are covering the city of Brownsville, the lower valley, overcast. It's a beautiful afternoon, and we're about ready to get started. The Lady Chargers are on the field, and we're Valdez taking the mound, and we're ready to go. First pitch is ball 1. The leading off the top of the first inning for the Lady Cats is Paige Little. She's the second baseman for the Lady Cats. Ball number 1. We're underway. Foul ball. Didn't even set the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. On deck is number 1, Harley Escamilla. The catcher's coming up. On Wednesday night, the Lady Cats started slow. Eventually, they got a couple of runs across towards the last few innings. Of course, on that first game of the series up in Gregory, Portland, Mia Saldua was untouchable. She finished the night with 17 strikeouts. 2 balls, 1 strike. The count on the batter, Paige Little. Swing and a miss. That's going to even out the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Trying to catch up with the scoreboard here. 2-2 is the signal from home base umpire, Mr. Joe Lozano. Calling balls and strikes. At first base, Mr. Mike Butler. At third base umpire, Jesse Garcia. We're underway from Brownsville, Texas. Game number 2. In there, first strike, number 1. Out number 1, excuse me, 1 out. 1 out, top of the first inning for the Lady Cats from Gregory, Portland. That brings up the catcher, Harley Escamilla. 1 out. Escamilla wears number 1 on the uniform, and she's the catcher for the Lady Cats. 1 out. On deck is number 14, Sydney Olette. Ball number 1. We're underway, top of the first inning. Lady Cats at the plate. In there for strike number 1. Try to catch up with the scoreboard so we can give you an accurate count. Pitching for the Lady Chargers today on the mound is Cassie Valdez. A little bit of a strategy there. Swing and a foul ball. Quick play resumes. The count of the batters, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. Just underway down in Brownsville, Texas. Game number 2. Valdez ready on the mound for the Lady Chargers. Here's the pitch. Ball high. Lady Cats on the first game had a hard time going at the beginning of the game. They finally got to Mia on that first game, Mia Saldua. They were able to get a couple of runs towards the latter parts. They left some runners on base. Ball. Ball number 2. They even set the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Harley Gregory Escamilla, the batter. 1 out. Swing and a miss. First strike, 3, out number 2. 2 outs. In the top of the first inning, 2 outs, nobody on base. That brings up number 14, the pitcher, Sidney Olette. 2 outs. And I know for the Lady Chargers, this will be huge if they can get out of the first inning with no score. First pitch to Olette is ball 1. Valdez ready for the next pitch. He gets a signal from the catcher. The catcher, Harley Morales. Here's the pitch. Ball appears to be a little bit outside. Again, if the Lady Chargers can get out of the first inning with no runs. Here's a hit to the left side, hugging the line. That's going to be fair ball. Fair ball will drop. The ball drops fair ball just inside the line on the left side. Ouellette is going to end up at first base. Pretty good spot over the left field line. No, not a whole lot to do from the left fielder or the shortstop. They were closest to the ball, but the ball drops in there. Now coming to run a courtesy runner is number 5, Mariah Sanchez. Coming to run at first base, 2 outs. Of course, in softball, you're allowed to run for the pitcher and the catcher. Allows to move the game along. Allows the pitcher and the catcher to get ready. Here we go. The next batter, Elanisa Ortiz. Good pitch right in there for strike number 1. Elanisa Ortiz is number 4. She's the third baseman for the Lady Cats. 2 outs, top of the first inning. Game number 2. Ball a little bit high. Throw to first. Not in time. Good pick off of a tent at first base. Not in time. The runner, Mariah Sanchez, slides back in time. Here's the pitch. Popped up in the air. This ball is playable. Taken by the first baseman for out number 3. Out number 3. In the top of the first inning for the Lady Cats from Gregory, Portland. No score. Lady Chargers coming up to the plate in the bottom of the first inning.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
The reason we made this quesadillas Tres Marias is because there's a little village in Mexico that it's really popular and it's known for its quesadillas. You're gonna come to my kitchen and you're gonna see that we have no cans. Everything is fresh. We use achote. We do the mole ourselves. We have 3 types of quesadillas. One is flour tortilla. We have nixtamal made handmade tortilla, and our specialty, which are the fried tortillas. That's the concept we bring to the north of Mexico and south of Texas. For me, this is not only a business, it's my house, it's my career, it's my family, it's my friends that come here. Brownsville, it's a gentle city, a kind city. I invite you to come discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
For the hottest deals, Go to Mi Casa Furniture.
Save at Mi Casa Furniture.
7533 Boca Chica, Brownsville.
Okay, we're back from Brownsville, Texas. Game number 2 of this series between the Gregory Portland Lady Cats and the Brownsville Veterans Lady Chargers. Of course, the Lady Chargers are the leader of the series, 1-0. They're hoping to put it away on this first game. If necessary, game 3 will follow up 30 minutes after this game. On the mound for the Lady Cats, they're going to go back to the same pitcher, that they used over in Gregory Portland. Number 14, Sidney Oled takes the circle once again. Lady Chargers, the offense took off early last game, scored 5 runs in the first 3 innings. They're looking to do that again here today. Leading off, Cassie Valdez. First pitch to Valdez in there for strike number 1. She'll be followed by Gio Leal, the left fielder. Ball, foul ball, right behind the home plate towards the third base dugout. Foul ball. Cassie Valdez, the batter, leading off the bottom of the first inning for Brownsville Veterans. The Lady Chargers, she's in a hold, no balls, 2 strikes. Ball number 1. One ball, 2 strikes is the count on Cassie Valdez. On deck, Gio Leal for the Lady Chargers. Here's the pitch. Ball strike on the outside corner for out number 1. When play resumes, it's going to bring up number 9, Gio Leal, the left fielder for the Lady Chargers. On deck is number 5, Mia Ansaldua. Kind of a strategy move here. The Lady Cats decided to go to Olette on the mound once again, whereas the Lady Chargers decided to go with Valdez on the mound. Mia Ansaldua was dominant up in the Corpus Christi area on Wednesday night, striking out 17 batters. But Coach Rainer Cardenas decided to go with Valdez here today. Here's the pitch. Good ball, call foul ball. A little bit of a slap bunt. Ball took a couple of bounces and then went out of bounds. Foul ball. Whatever you want to call it, foul ball. Gio Leal, the batter, she's in a hole. 1 out. Bottom of the first inning. Here's the pitch. Foul ball. Good try by the third baseman. Trying to make a play on that ball, but the ball goes foul ball. The count on the batter, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. Bottom of the first inning, just underway from Brownsville, game number 2 of the series. The Lady Chargers leading 1-0 in the series. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3, out number 2. 2 outs. Bottom of the first inning for the Lady Chargers. Brings up the batter number 5, Mia Ansaldua. Playing center fielder for the Lady Chargers. On deck is number 21, Harley Morales. Ansaldua ready. She steps in the box. Here's a pitch. Ball hit hard at the shortstop, and the throw is offline. That's going to allow Ansaldua to be safe at first base. It was hit hard right at the shortstop, made a good pickup, but on the throw was offline, allowing Ansaldua to be safe at first base. That's going to put a runner at first base for the Lady Chargers, 2 outs. Brings up the batter, number 21, Harley Morales, the catcher. Being the home team, I'm sure the Lady Chargers would like nothing but to get some runs in early. Up at Gregory, Portland, they were allowed to score early in the game. Here's the first pitch, in their first strike 1. Up at Gregory, Portland, they scored 2 in the first inning, 1 in the second inning, and 2 more in the third inning. They built up a 5-run lead before the Lady Cats were able to respond in the last few innings of the game. Here's the pitch. Ball just a little bit inside. That's going to be the count to 1 ball. And I believe it's 1 strike. Trying to coordinate with the scoreboard here. Here's a pitch. Ball hit up the middle. Gets through the infield. Ansaldua circles second base. She's going to third. Here's the throw. Not in time. On the throw, Harley Morales goes all the way to second base. Time call. Big base to be hit by Harley Morales up the middle. The second baseman had a shot, was unable to make the play. Ball gets through the infield. Ansaldua all the way to third base. That's going to put runners at third and runners second base with 2 outs for the Lady Chargers. Coming into the ball game, courtesy runner is number 13, Cristina Gonzalez at second base. Lady Chargers got something going here in the bottom of the first inning. It's going to bring up the batter, the second baseman, number 14, Sarah Gomez. 2 runs out there. If she can come up with a base hit. Runner at second, runner at third base for the Lady Chargers. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Good pitch right in there for strike number 1. Here's the second pitch. Ball a little bit low. Pitcher took something off of that pitch. The ball just dropped down a little bit for ball. Here's the pitch. Ball hit to the left side of the infield. Third base to first base for out number 3. 3 outs. Good defensive play by the Lady Cats. Third baseman coming across the diamond. Throw to first in time for out number 3. We'll play 1 complete inning from Brownsville, Texas. No score in the game.
Never pay for the showroom. At Mi Casa Furniture, you can buy any of this furniture for 50% off retail. Think about it. 50% off retail at Mi Casa Furniture, 7533 Boca Chica, where you always buy for less.
my dad was sitting down at a Denny's with my sister, and Valley TV changed our lives. My dad was sitting down, and as he saw up while he was eating his breakfast, he saw me on TV, and at that point he knew that he had done right. It was a turning point in our relationship that is been nurtured ever since he saw that. It gave him a new perspective. He finally understood that I was making the right choices, and I was giving back to the community. And really at this time would really want to thank Valley TV for
leading off top of the second inning for the Lady Cats. The batter's number 12, the shortstop Sarah Chavez. She's facing Cassie Valdez, who's taking the mound for the Lady Chargers here today in game number 2. Here's the first pitch, ball 1. Calling ball is a strike for umpires Joe Lozano. At first base, Mike Butler. At third base, Jesse Garcia. Ball 1. Here's the pitch. Ball low and inside for ball number 2. The count on the batter, 2 balls, no strikes. The batter, Sarah Chavez. On deck is number 11, Caitlin Atkinson for the Lady Cats. No score in the ball game. Top of the second inning. Ball hit hard to the left side. And that one's gone. Home run. Home run by number 12, Sarah Chavez. That ball just kept going on going. It looked like he was going to stay in field, playable, but the ball went out. Home run. Big difference from Wednesday. Here, right on the top of the second inning, they get on the scoreboard. On a home run, little home run, I might say, from number 12, Sarah Chavez, the shortstop. Nobody on base, nobody out. Brings up number 11, Caitlin Atkinson, the right fielder for the Lady Cats. Ball number 1. We're trying to coordinate with the scorekeeper, with the person running the scoreboard. A little bit delay basis here, setting out the balls and strikes. There's a strike. Joe Bowling was talking about the setup. Today we're set up on the first base side of the field, right behind the dugout. I believe on that time the batter was hit by the pitch. He's going to take first base. Coach is looking at the batter, number 11, Caitlin Atkinson. I think she might have gotten hit right on the front left knee. She takes first base. Kind of a rough start to the top of the second inning here for the Lady Chargers. 1 home run and a batter hit by the pitch. Brings up the batter, number 6, Kayla Ochoa. She's the third baseman for the Lady Cats. First pitch to Ochoa in there for strike 1. Little bump is playable. Here's the play. Throw to first base. Runner's going to be called safe at first base. That bunt was placed towards the third base line. By the time the third baseman came out to make a play, the throw was not in time. That's going to put runners at second, runner first base, nobody out. Good bunt by number 6, Kayla Ochoa. Playing small ball here. And I think the strategy is trying to get something going early here today. I know on Wednesday it took a little while for them to get going offensively. And I think the strategy here for Coach Felicia Talamantes is trying to get some runs early. So here they go to the short game, and it works out for them. It's going to put runner first and second base with no out. Lady Chargers gather on the circle. Talk a little bit of strategy. It's been a rough start to the top of the second inning. Start with a home run by Sarah Chavez. Then a batter was hit, and then the bunt. Just got to settle down on the nerves on both sides and make the routine play. When play resumes, it brings out the batter number 8, Marisa Solis. Another bunt, right at first base. First base and picks out, fires to first base, 1 out. On the play, number 8 came in to move the runners over, sacrifice bunt. She's called out at first base, but she did her job by advancing the runners. Have a runner at third, runner at second base for the Lady Cats. 1 out. Brings up the batter number 10, Madison Flores. She's the left fielder for the Lady Cats. 1 out, runner second, runner third base. No score in the ball game. First pitch to Flores in there for strike number 1. Pitcher Cassie Valdez on the mound for the Lady Chargers. Trying to limit the damage here on the top of the second inning. Strike 1. Ball hit right at the second baseman. Throw to first, not in time. Boy, that was a tough hit. Second baseman was not able to handle the ball. By the time she got control of the ball and threw to first base, it was not on time. 1 run scores on the play. Two runs are in. Runner at third base. Runner at first base. Runners at the corners. 1 out. Brings out the batter, number 7, top of the lineup, Paige Little. Fly ball left field, foul ball. Paige Little started the game with a strikeout. Different situation here. She's got runners at the corners with 1 out. Here's the pitch, foul ball. Quick play resumes, 1 out. The count on the batter, no balls, 2 strikes. Top of the lineup, the number 7, Paige Little. 1 out. Here's the pitch, foul ball. Infield's playing at regular depth. Some coaches play a different strategy sometimes. They don't want to let the game get out of hand, so they may move them up and go home with the ball. Here's a slow pitch. Ball. Count on the batter, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cassie Valdez, the pitcher, gets ready, fires, slow pitch. And there was a strikeout, a little bit of confusion defensively. The batter struck out. First base was occupied, so technically she's already out. But when she runs to first and the catcher makes a throw to first base, that allowed the runner from third base to score. So that was a mental little mistake, you don't need to throw to first base. She's automatically out because first base was occupied. That allowed one run to score. 3 runs are in the top of the second inning for the Lady Cats from Gregory, Portland. Runner at second base. 2 outs. It's been a tough second inning for the Lady Chargers. It all started with a home run. It kind of opened the floodgates for the Lady Cats. Couple of defensive errors. Here's a pitch. Ball number 1. The batter's number 1, Harley Escamilla, the catcher for the Lady Cats. On that pitch, it looked like Cassie Valdez, the pitcher, was pressing a little bit. Just got to stay with the game plan. Here's the pitch. A little bit of change up. But it's a ball. You're listening to us on Real Sports Live. Mario Medrano coming to you from Brownsville, Texas. Brownsville Veterans High School. Here's the pitch. In there for strike. Cassie Valdez put a little extra on that one. Good pitch. Two outs, runner at second base. Here's the pitch. Ball just a little bit high for number 1, Harley Escamilla. Lady Chargers trying to limit the damage at this point. 3 runs are in the top of the second inning. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Ball hit hard. Good pick up at third baseman. Throw across diamond. Good play. Out number 3. Good play by the third baseman for the Lady Chargers across the diamond for out number 3. Nevertheless, in the top of the second inning for the Lady Cats, 3-run come across.
I opened Alex Restaurant with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people personal experience, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
At Illuminations, we're a one-stop shop. We have all the lighting you need for your new home, outdoor lighting, ceiling fans, chandeliers. So when you're building your new home, we work well with your builder. We'll get your floor plans, or we'll walk the house if we need to, make sure all the light fixtures that you get are gonna work and are gonna look good together. Illuminations is a family-owned business. We've been in business for 17 years now. My parents actually were in the construction industry prior to opening the store, and it was during this time that they noticed a need for a store like ours, one that would provide the customer service that contractors and new homeowners are looking for, and eliminate the headaches that you might get when you're shopping at a big box store and you don't get that one-on-one customer service. The Brownsville area is really growing. There's a lot of movement, there's a lot of construction, there's a lot of excitement. So we're glad that we finally have a store here that customers can come look at our products here locally. I invite you to come discover Brownsville.
we're underway. Bottom of the second inning for the Lady Chargers. Apologize, a little bit of technical difficulties, but we're underway. Leading off with the base hit was Valeria Ruiz for the Lady Chargers. She's at first base. Nobody out. Brings out the batter, number 6, Liz Abete, third baseman. We're underway, bottom of the second inning for the Lady Chargers, trailing number 2 of the series. Batter hit by the pitch. Liz Abete, she's going to go to first base. That's going to put runners at first, runner at second base, nobody out. When play resumes, nobody out. Runner at first, runner at second base for the Lady Chargers. The batter, number 12, Jocelyn Head, the right fielder. Here's the pitch. Bunts, foul ball. That ball had a lot of spin to it. It was going right at first base line. And it finally went out of bounds. So she goes back to the batter's box. All it is a strike. Jocelyn Head is the batter. Trying to get the runners to advance. Here's the pitch. Ball. The count on the batter, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at second, runner at first base for the Lady Chargers. Nobody out. On deck for the Lady Chargers, number 8, Alexis Isai. Here's the pitch. Olette. That's another bunt. Foul ball. The Lady Chargers trying to respond with the short game, small game themselves, trying to advance the runners. Foul ball. Get him to second and third. That'll give him 1 out. And then you got some big bats coming up right behind. Here we go. Here's the pitch. A little bit low. Sydney Olette, the pitcher for the Lady Cats. Big difference from Wednesday. Now she's working with a 3-run cushion here. Scored 3 big runs in the top of the second inning. Lady Chargers threatening here. Big fastball in there for ball number 2. The count on the batter looks like 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Ball hit up the middle. Ball bounces off the shortstop into center field. Runner circling third base. Here's the throw. Not in time. 1 run scores. Number 12, Jocelyn Head. Big base hit up the middle. 1 run scores for the Lady Chargers from Brownsville Veterans. Time called. Ball was hit right at the shortstop. Now that the runner was going from second base, and she did her part by blocking the vision of the shortstop. Got to be careful with that. Just make sure you don't get hit. She tried to kind of block the vision, get a third, and fortunately for the Lady Chargers, the shortstop was unable to make the play. Ball goes into center field and allows one run to score for the Lady Chargers. In the bottom of the second inning, one run is in. Runner at second, runner first base, nobody out. The batter number 8, Alexis Isai. Bunt attempt, bubble. Once again, with nobody out, the strategy here from Coach Rainer Cardenas, trying to advance the runners. And that's why it's so important to be able to execute those bunts. A lot of these coaches spend a lot of time practicing those bunts for this particular reason. At this level, you got to execute. Ball high. The count of the batter, 1 ball, 1 strike. The batter number 8, Alexis Isai. Big opportunity, 1 run is in, nobody out. 2 on base. Here's the pitch from Millet. Foul ball. Another bunt attempt. Ball's foul. We're talking about the bunt. It's a big game. Had the opportunity to go to the state tournament a few years ago, and you notice that upstate they play a lot of the small game, and so a lot of the teams in the valley are finally catching on that you got to develop that part of the game as well. Here's the pitch. Ball hit away to left field. Ball caught by the left fielder. Good catch. Runners are going to hold 1 out. Gave it a good drive. Alexis Isai gave it a good drive that time, although close to the fence, but the left fielder was able to make the catch for out number 1. 1 out. Ball was hit in front of the runners, so they weren't able to advance. Runners remain at second, runner first base, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the second inning. 1 run is in. Little change up for ball number 1. Brings up the top of the lineup for the Lady Chargers. The bat of the pitcher, Cassie Valdez. Cassie Valdez can help herself. Couple of runners on base if you can get a base hit. Here's the pitch. Ball a little bit high. That's going to bring the count to 2 balls, no strikes. The batter number 7, Cassie Valdez. The pitcher for the Lady Chargers here today on game number 2 of the series. Lady Chargers lead the series 1-0. Here's the pitch. Little change up again. Drops a little too bit low for ball number 2. Trying to coordinate the count from the umpire and the scoreboard. That's going to be a challenge here today. Here's the pitch, Mollet. That's ball number 4. That's what I thought. I thought it was ball 3. Okay, ball 4. That's going to load him up for the Lady Chargers. Brings up the batter number 9, Gio Leal. 1 out. Lady Chargers trying to respond to those 3 runs that the Lady Cats got in the top of the second inning. So far, 1 run is in. Bases loaded. 1 out. Gio Leal, the batter. Here's the pitch to Leal. Ball gets away. Runner coming down the line. 1 run scores. That was a wild pitch. That ball was on the ground. The catcher was unable to make the play. 1 run scores. Ball 1, the count on the batter. Ball hit to the left side of the infield. They throw it away. One run is in. Throw to third base. It gets thrown away. Another run runs in. 2-run score on the play. Throw an arrow by the shortstop. Runner advancing to second base on the play. Shortstop made a stop on it. She saw a runner right in front of her. Was trying to make a play at third base. She needed to turn her shoulder to make that throw. Unfortunately, she threw it away over third base, allowing the run to score. Time call. The Lady Chargers have responded with 4 runs of their own here in the bottom of the second inning. They take the lead now, 4-3. Coach takes a timeout, trying to settle the Lady.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
5, Mia Ansaldua, the center fielder. 1 out. Here's the pitch. Ansaldua hits it towards second base. Second base to first base for out number 2. On the play, the runner advancing to third base. 2 outs. 2 outs. Quick play resume brings up number 21, the catcher Harley Morales for the Lady Chargers. Bottom of the second inning, 4 runs are in. Runner at third base, 2 outs. Got some early fireworks here today from Brownsville on game number 2. First, the Lady Cats put 3 on the board, and now the Lady Chargers respond with 4. Here's the pitch to Morales. Called strike. Pitcher Sydney Ouellette trying to get out of it with minimal damage, trying to keep her team in the game. Here's the pitch. Swing and miss. Foul ball. Foul tip. Okay, here we go. In there for strike 3, out number 3. 3 outs. Nevertheless, in the bottom of the second inning for the Lady Chargers to get 4 runs from Brownsville, Texas. The score after 2 complete innings of play: the Lady Chargers 4, Lady Cats 3. We'll be back.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
The reason we made this quesadillas Tres Marias is because there's a little village in Mexico that it's really popular and it's known for its quesadillas. You're gonna come to my kitchen and you're gonna see that we have no cans. Everything is fresh. We use achote. We do the mole ourselves. We have 3 types of quesadillas. One is flour tortilla. We have nixtamal made handmade tortilla, and our specialty, which are
Sydney Olette leads it off, top of the 3rd inning. First pitch, ball 1. The batter, number 14, Olette, Sydney Olette, the pitcher for the Lady Cats. Leading it off here on the top of the 3rd inning. Ball hit hard at center field. Beautiful. Good catch by the center fielder. Boy, that ball was hit hard. Olette just hit that right on the nose, but directly at the center fielder. And of course, playing center fielder today is Mian Saldua. Good catch. Good hit. Good catch. 1 out. Quimple Ricios brings out the batter, number 4. The third baseman, Elanisa Ortiz for the Lady Cats. Here's a pitch. In there for strike number 1. The pitcher for the Lady Chargers, Cassie Valdez, started the game here today. She's on the mound. It's a rough 2nd inning. She's trying to settle down here. She's got 1 out. Working on number 4, Elanisa. Little change up on the ground for ball number 1. That even set the cut at 1 ball, 1 strike. Beautiful weather, nice and cloudy here down in the valley. Ball a little bit high for ball number 2. Cassie Valdez ready to pitch. Here's the pitch. Ball high, I believe that's ball number 3. 3 balls, 1 strike is the count. Now it's a pitcher here, you got to give in. You got to throw strike, 3-1, so got to be careful not giving the long ball. Here's the pitch. Ball low, ball 4. Elanisa Ortiz takes first base. In the top of the 3rd inning for the Lady Cats, 1 out, runner first base. Brings up the batter, the shortstop, number 12, Sarah Chavez. First pitch to Chavez, a little change up. Ball 1. Foul. Beautiful weather down here in Brownsville. A little bit of a wind going from right to left. Shouldn't be a factor in the ball game. Overcast skies here down in Brownsville. Got a good one here. 4-3 is the score. Good change-up. Just a little high. We've seen Cassie Valdez going to the change-up a little more here today. Out of the strike zone. There might have been a little bit of a mix-up on the call because the catcher, Harley Morales, takes a timeout. They're going to talk about it. You want to make sure you're on the same page. You don't want to mix up on the call. You want to make sure you call in the right pitch at the right time, and you want to know that your catcher needs to be positioned correctly. Morales walking back to her position. Back at the catcher spot. Here's the next pitch. Cassie Valdez, the pitcher. Here's a pitch. Foul ball. That time she went with a fastball. It looked a little bit of confusion on the last pitch prior to this one, and that's probably why she took a timeout. They might have been crisscross on the signs because that was a straight fastball. I believe the count is 2-2. Here's a pitch. Ball hit up in the air. Foul ball. Behind third base. Shortstop running towards the ball. Ball falls out of the playing field. Foul ball. The count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sarah Chavez, the batter. Good pitch. The fans wanted a strikeout. Not to be. The count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count. One out. Big pitch coming up here. Full count. Payout pitch on the way. Foul ball. Number 12, Sarah Chavez, battling here in the top of the third inning. One out. Runner first base. Elanisa Ortiz running at first base with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Little changeup, bounces up in front. Ball number 4. So Chavez takes first base. Ortiz moves over to second base. 1 out. Quick play receive. The batter is number 11, Caitlin Atkinson. The right fielder comes to the plate. 1 out. Lady Chargers trying to limit the damage here. Again on Wednesday night, the Lady Cats took them a while to get going offensively. Here already on the top of the second, they got 3 runs and trying to get more here at the top of the third inning. First pitch to Atkinson, right in there for strike number 1. 2 runners on base, 1 out. Lady Cats trying to get some more runs here. Top of the third inning, trailing 4-3. Little extra on the pitch by Valdez. But it's a ball that it evens up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Big at bat right here for Atkinson. Here's a pitch. Ball hit to the right side. Take him to the first base. Steps on first for out number 2. Checks the lead runner. 2 outs. 2 outs. Good defensive play by the first baseman, unassisted. Alexis Isai playing first base, picked up that ground ball, hit at her. Step on the back for out number 2. On the play, the runners move to second and third respectively, 2 outs. The batter number 6, Ochoa, Kayla Ochoa, 2 outs. Ochoa plays first base for the Lady Cats. Kayla Ochoa. Lady Chargers trying to get out of it with minimal damage here. Here's the pitch. Little change up. Ball. The Lady Charger pitcher, Valdez, has gone to that changeup here tonight. Not many have been called strikes. Coach was not happy with that call. The call was a ball, low. Here we go. Here's the pitch. Fastball right in there.
Hey, you gotta get to the bag in case he misses it. All the way. Come on. All the way.
Count on the batter. I believe it's 1-1 strike. Try to match with the umpire and the scoreboard. They're off. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss for strike number 2. Big pitch that time. A little extra muster on it. Count on the batter. 1-2 strikes. 1-2 strikes, 2 outs. Big pitch coming up. Runner second, runner third base. Here's the pitch. Fastball a little bit high. It's going to bring the count at 2-2 strikes. Two outs. Here's the pitch to Kayla Ochoa. Swing and a miss for strike 3, out number 3. Big game, big pitch by the pitcher Cassie Valdez for strikeout and out number 3. In the top of the 3rd inning for the Lady Cats, no score after 2.5 innings of play from Brownsville Veterans High School. The score, the Lady Chargers 4, the Lady Cats 3. We'll be back.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
The reason we made this quesadillas Tres Marias is because there's a little village in Mexico that it's really popular and it's known for its quesadillas. You're gonna come to my kitchen and you're gonna see that we have no cans. Everything is fresh. We use achote. We do the mole ourselves. We have 3 types of quesadillas. One is flour tortilla. We have nistamal made handmade tortilla, and our specialty, which are the fried tortillas. That's the concept we bring to the north of Mexico and south of Texas. For me, this is not only a business, it's my house, it's my career, it's my family, it's my friends that come here. Brownsville, it's a gentle city, a kind city. I invite you to come discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
That was the 3rd inning. And welcome back. Lead it off, bottom of the 3rd inning for the Lady Chargers. They're leading 4-3, 4 runs to 3. Here's the first pitch from Olet, ball number 1. The batter's number 14, Sarah Gomez. The second baseman for the Lady Chargers, leading off the bottom of the 3rd inning. Ball number 1. Second pitch, ball number 2. Sarah Gomez, the batter. On deck is Valeria Ruiz. Valerie Ruiz will be the batter. The shortstop coming up on deck. Fastball high inside for ball number 3. The count on the batter, 3 balls, no strikes. Pitching for the Lady Cats, number 14, Sydney Olet. Of course, she won the distance in the game up at Gregory Portland on Wednesday night. The teams were off on Thursday. Picked it up here, game number 2. Here's a pitch. In there for strike number 1. The count on the batter, 3 balls, 1 strike. Of course, Olette is trying to keep her team in the game, trailing by 1 run in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Can't let this Lady Chargers get too far ahead. Here's a pitch. Ball 4. Sarah Gomez draws the walk. She's got to go to first base. That's going to bring the batter number 2, Valerie Ruiz, the shortstop. Valeria Ruiz. It's good to be down here in Brownsville. We go back a long ways watching this team play. Solid program, one of the solid programs in the Rio Grande Valley. Bunt attempt, foul ball. Strike 1. Was talking to Coach Rayner Cardenas before the game, and I was telling him how I have followed the Chargers for a while. Here in the Valley, one of the top programs in the Rio Grande Valley. Of course, they were members of District 6A up to about 3-4 years ago. Got a solid program. And here they find themselves the district champions, and by district champions now round number 2 of the playoffs. Ball hit to the left side. Base hit right over the shortstop. Gomez is going to be safe at second base. No play. Base hit for Valeria Ruiz for the Lady Chargers. Putting together a nice little inning here. 2 on base, nobody out. Brings up the batter number 6, Liz Abete, the second baseman. She was hit by the pitch, her first at bat. Good opportunity. And I believe Abete is going to be asked to bunt here, get those 2 runners up, advance the runners, put them in scoring position. Here's a pitch. Showing bunt, she pulled it off at the last possible second. For ball number 1. We're talking about the importance of the short game, the bunting game. Playing a lot of strategy. Creates a movement of the ball offensively. Here's a pitch. Kind of a defensive bomb, but she does execute it. Advancing the runner to second and third base, so she does her job. Abete does her job. Little awkward, looked like a high pitch inside. It was more of a defensive move. She put the bat on the ball, fair ball, and she was able to advance the runner, second and third, 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Lady Chargers. When Perry Seals, the batter number 12, Jocelyn Head. Runner at second, runner at third base. Again, it's interesting to see what defensively how the Lady Cats are going to play. They're moving up a little bit. I think they're going home with a pitch. First pitch, ball 1. Different strategy, and that's the strategy. The beauty of the game. What do? You want to let the Chargers pull up ahead too far? You play back and go to first base with a ball defensively. At this point, they're playing up. Looks like they're going to go home with the ball. Something hit right at them. They're going to go home with the ball. Trying to prevent any more runs from being scored. Foul ball. Foul ball. The batter number 12, Jocelyn Head. That foul tip cut the home base umpire, Joe Lozano. His partner at third base, Jesse Garcia, trying to check on him. He said, no, I'm okay. Let's do it. Let's keep going. Jocelyn Head in the batter's box. Here's a pitch. Ball hit to the left side, right at the shortstop. Looks back, fires to first base, in time for out number 2. And that's why you play up, my friends. Shortstop was playing way up. If the runner decided to go home, she was going to go fire home. Runner stayed. Look back to runner. Throw to first base in time for out number 2. 2 outs. Good defensive play by the shortstop for the Lady Cats. That's Sarah Chavez. Good defensive move. 2 outs. Runner second, runner third base. The batter's number 8, the catcher. The first baseman, Alexis Isai. First pitch to Isai, fastball inside for ball number 1. Isai can certainly help her team here. 2 runners out there. She can come through with a base hit. Here's a pitch in the ground for ball number 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Alexis Isai, the first baseman for the Lady Chargers, trying to pick up those 2 runs. 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here's a pitch. Ball outside. Catcher trying to talk to her pitcher, Toilette. Catcher Harley Escamilla trying to talk to her pitcher, trying to settle her down. Got an open base. Here's a pitch. Call strike. Call strike number 2. We apologize. We can't see from where we're at, can't really see the umpire. And the scoreboard's way behind. They're really off. No help there. Here's a pitch. High chopper. Foul ball. Foul ball. Alexis Isai swinging. Ball hit right in front of a bounce, foul ball. She's got 2 strikes. I believe we got us a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner second, runner third base. 2 outs. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Here's a pitch. Ball number 4. Isai draws the walk. She's got to go to first base. She fought back and eventually got the walk. That's going to load him out for the Lady Chargers. In the bottom of the 3rd inning, brings up the top of the lineup for the Lady Chargers. Number 7, Cassie Valdez, the pitcher. Valdez can really help herself. We got bases loaded, 2 outs. Olette trying to keep this game close. Here's a pitch. Ball hit to the left side. Bullet, foul ball. Coach Cardenas had to duck down. That ball had some heat on it, right over top of the head. Foul ball. Cassie Valdez coming out swinging. Lady Chargers on top, 4-3, trying to get some more here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch. Ball a little bit low. That's going to bring the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Ball hit to the left side. Fair ball. Throw across the diamond. Called out for out number 3. In time for out number 3. In the bottom of the 3rd inning, no score. The score remains after 3 innings of play from Brownsville. Lady Chargers 4, Lady Cats 3.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique, collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
At Illuminations, we're a one-stop shop. We have all the lighting you need for your new home, outdoor lighting, ceiling fans, chandeliers. So when you're building your new home, we work well with your builder. We'll get your floor plans, or we'll walk the house if we need to, make sure all the light fixtures that you get are gonna work and are gonna look good together. Illuminations is a family-owned business. We've been in business for 17 years now. My parents actually were in the construction industry prior to opening the store, and it was during this time that they noticed a need for a store like ours, one that would provide the customer service that contractors and new homeowners are looking for, and eliminate the headaches that you might get when you're shopping at a big box store and you don't get that one-on-one customer service. The Brownsville area is really growing. There's a lot of movement, there's a lot of construction, there's a lot of excitement. So we're glad that we finally have a store here that customers can come and look at our products here locally. I invite you to come discover Brownsville.
I opened Alex Oral with the intention to give people in Brownsville.
And we're back, leading off top of the fourth inning for the Lady Cats from Gregory, Portland. The batter number 8, Marisa Solis. First pitch to Solis in there for strike number 1. Once again on the mound for the Lady Chargers is number 7, Cassie Valdez. She got the call here today. A little bit of a surprise, but she got the call on the mound. Second pitch in there for strike number 2. Marisa Solis on deck is number 10, Madison Flores, the left fielders. The count on the batter, no ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Ball just a little bit outside. The count on the batter, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Leading 1-0 here. Lady Chargers trying to put this one away here today. Playing at home now. They went on the road. We got that big victory on Wednesday night, 5-2. Game number 2 of this series. Of course, the winner here advances to play the winner of the Carroll and Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial game in the 3rd round of the playoffs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3, out number 1. 1 out. Good pitch by Valdez. That time to get the strikeout. 1 out. Play resumed. The batter's number 10, Madison Flores, the left fielder. Coming up to the plate, Madison Flores. Bottom of the order right here. Fastball in there for strike number 1. Not seen Cassie Valdez pitch before. By experience, sometimes I've seen a lot of pitchers get stronger as the game goes on. Seems to have a little more command now. Fastball high for ball 1. Been around softball for a little while. Run the San Benito area for about 20 years, so seen a lot of softball and seen a lot of pitchers. Seen some pitchers get stronger as the game goes on. Good pitch, foul ball. Strike number 2. Of course, different strategy here, and you've seen this throughout softball. Wednesday, outstanding performance by Mia Ansaldua. Many would have thought that Ansaldua will take the ball here today in first game. No, she goes to center field. Coach Cardenas goes with Valdez on the mound. Swing and a miss for strike number 2. Good pitch for out number 2. Strike 3, out number 2. Yeah, and she did allow 3 runs in that second inning, but she settled down here in the top of the 4th. So I guess the strategy is throw Valdez, and if needed, somewhere along the way, or just save Mia Ansaldua for third game if necessary. First pitch to number 7, Paige Little, in there for strike number 1. Top of the lineup for the Lady Cats. Paige Little, the second baseman. 2 outs. Top of the 4th inning. In there for strike number 2. I guess Cassie Valdez decided I'm just going to let my defense help me out. I'm just going to throw strikes. 2 good pitches on Paige Little here for 2 strikes. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3, out number 3. 3 outs. In the top of the 4th inning for the Lady Cats, no score. Lady Chargers coming up to bat in the bottom of 4th inning, leading 4-3.
For the hottest deals, go to Mi Casa Furniture.
Save at Mi Casa Furniture. 7533 Boca Chica, Brownsville. Never pay for the showroom. At Mi Casa Furniture, you can buy any of this furniture for 50% off retail. Think about it. 50% off retail at Mi Casa Furniture, 7533 Boca Chica, where you always buy for less.
My name is Ruben Reyna. I have been a music instructor for 30 years. I want all you veterans to come and take free piano guitar lessons. Call me for more information.
I opened Alex Restaurant with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alex and Raw, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
Once again, welcome back to Brownsville, Texas. Brownsville Veterans High School, game number 2 of the series. Brownsville Veterans Lady Chargers leading 1-0 on the series. Moving on, bottom of the 4th inning, Lady Chargers on top, 4-3. Still on the mound for the Lady Cats from Gregory, Portland is number 14, Sydney Olette. Trying to keep it close, trying to give her team a chance. And of course, the Chargers trying to get some more. Here we go, first swing at the shortstop. Fires across the diamond. Called out. Out number 1. Out number 1. Close play at first base. But first base umpire, Mr. Mike Butler, says no way, that's an out. The ball got there before the runner. Bottom of the 4th inning, 1 out. Brings up the batter, number 5, Mia Ansaldua, the center fielder. Again, Mia Ansaldua is playing center field here today. She was a pitcher the other night. Had an outstanding outing for the Lady Chargers, struck out 17 batters. If you can do that, my friends, at the second level of the playoffs, second round of the playoffs, you're doing something. Outstanding player, both on the mound and offensively. Ball number 2, the count of the batter, 2 balls, no strikes. On deck is number 21, Harley Morales. Talking to Coach Cardenas, we're making a comment how this has been a solid program, one of the top programs in the Rio Grande Valley for a number of years. Now playing out of 5A, Division 5A. Ball number 3. Time call. Time call. Home plate umpire. Home plate umpire's been hit a few times, and I've seen this before. Sometimes you talk to the catcher and say, hey, can you keep up with the pitcher? So home plate umpire Joe Lozano called the coach from Gregory Portland and said, can you talk to your catcher, because I'm getting beat up behind the plate, behind the catcher. And not many times you see that, but the umpire has the right to do that if it's not safe back there. Here we go. When play resumes, the count on the batter, 3 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch, Mollett. Ball 4. Mian Saldua draws the walk. She's got to go to first base. 1 out. Unfortunately, we can't rely on the scoreboard. There's no outs on the scoreboard, but we know we have 1 on the ground ball to the shortstop. So I know we have 1 out. Scoreboard has 2 balls, no strikes, and we're starting fresh on a new batter. And I know we have 1 out. All right, here we go. The batter, Harley Morales. Little change of Famolet in there for strike number 1. We've seen some changes thrown here today. Not many have fallen in there for a strike, but that was a good pitch. For strike number 1, the batter, number 21, Harley Morales, the catcher. Here's the pitch. Ball hit back up the middle to the pitcher. Pitcher to first base for out number 2. On the play, Ansaldua goes to second base, circles second base. 2 outs. When play resumes, brings out the batter, number 14, Sarah Gomez. Sarah Gomez, the second baseman for the Lady Chargers, coming up to the plate. 2 outs. The score is 4-3. Lady Chargers on top. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning, trying to get some more. 2 outs, runner at second base. Here's a pitch. Ball on the ground, gets away. Ball number 1. And again, I think the umpire might have gotten a little piece of that. Once again, a little shaken up. Ball came low. Catcher was unable to make the stop, and I came through and hit the umpire right under the knee level. Here's a changeup, beautiful changeup. In there for strike. The count on the batter is 1 ball, 1 strike. Good pitch by Ouellette. Ouellette trying to get out of it. 2 outs, run at third base. She advanced to the third base. Here's the pitch. Hit hard at shortstop. Shortstop across the diamond to first base in time for out number 3. Good play by the shortstop for the Lady Cats for out number 3. In the bottom of the 4th inning, no runs for the Lady Chargers. After 4 complete innings of play, Lady Chargers 4, Lady Cats 3. We'll be back. And we're back in the top of the fifth inning, leading off number one, Harley Escamilla, the catcher for the Lady Cats. Swing to the left side, foul ball. Giving chase was number 6, third baseman for the Lady Chargers, Liz Abete. Ball falls, foul ball. Third base line, strike one. We're underway, top of the fifth inning. Lady Cats trying to get some runs. Trailing 4-3. Game number 2 of the series. Here's the pitch. Ball. The count on the batter, 1 ball, 1 strike. Harley Escamilla, and then followed by number 14, Sydney Olette. The pitcher will be next. In the hole, Elanisa Ortiz. Ball number 2. Fans wanted a call strike on that one. Looked pretty good, but the umpire, Mr. Joe Lozano behind the plate, says no way. Just a little bit outside. Pitcher ready to fire. Here's the pitch. Ball hit to the left side. Foul ball. Foul ball. Shortstop Valeria Ortiz giving chase on that one. Ball just falls a few inches away. Foul ball. 2 strikes on the batter. Here's the pitch. Hit again. Foul ball. A little bit of hit on the swing. Valdez took something off of that one, and the batter was ahead of the little bit of hit on the swing. Harley Escamilla. Count of the batter, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good changeup. And another foul ball. Probably the best changeup of the night. They looked like it was going to be strike, so Escamilla was a defensive swing. She was way ahead on the swing with the head of the bat. Pulled it foul ball. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch from Valdez. Time called. And again here on the mound, Cassie Valdez took the circle for the Lady Chargers. Mia Ansaldúa playing center fielder here today. A lot of people might have thought that Ansaldúa might take the circle. No. Change of strategy. Here's a swing. Picked up to left field. That's going to be close. Shortstop gets under it in foul ball territory for a big out. Out number 1. She's been flirting with that side of the field. She finally pops it up high enough, allowed the shortstop to get there and make the play. In foul ball territory, pretty much out on the left field. 1 out in the top of the 5th inning. The batter number 14, Sydney Olette. The pitcher coming up to the plate. Trailing 4-3, trying to get something going here for the Lady Cats. Here's the pitch. Little changeup, ball 1. That one looked good for a little while. Sydney Olette was looking at it, was almost ready to swing, and finally held back. Ball number 1. Big fastball in there for strike number 1. They even set the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's the tough part being a batter. See a changeup, you see a fastball, and little mix of pitches from this pitcher. Here's another one. Good swing to right field. Ball drops in there for a base hit. Center fielder Mia Ansaldúa cuts it off, throws to second base. That's going to hold Olette at first base. Time called. Courtesy runner coming into the ball game. That also led to go back to the dugout. You're allowed to run for the pitcher. As the process to speed up the game. Coming into the ball game to run is number 5, Mariah Sanchez. 1 out. Brings out the batter, number 4, Elenisa Ortiz. Listening to us on RioSportsLive.com. Straight to the right side. Second baseman underneath. Takes it for out number 2. Had to paddle back a little bit. Number 14, Sarah Gomez, the second baseman, to make the catch for out number 2. Runner holds at first base with 2 outs. Quick play resumed. The batter is number 12, Sarah Chavez. Sarah Chavez, the batter, is 2 outs. Just seems like they had runners on base almost every inning here today. Swing hard to the left side. Off the glove of the third baseman into the left field. Runner going to third. She's going to hold it second. Runner going second. She's going to hold it second and first base with 2 outs. I bet they had a chance. Ball was hit hard right at her. The glove just bounced off her glove into center field. Left field, excuse me. Allowing the runners to advance. 2 outs. 2 outs. And that just may be the break that the Lady Cats were waiting for. That's going to put runner at second, runner at first base. 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. Brings up the batter, number 11, Caitlin Atkinson. Caitlin Atkinson, 2 outs. In there for strike number 1. Cassie Valdez, the pitcher, trying to dig in here, trying to prevent any damage here in the top of the 5th inning. Lady Chargers on top, 4-3. Here's the pitch, foul ball. Quick play receives the count of the batter, no balls, 2 strikes. Two outs. Seems like the Lady Cats been leaving runners on base almost every inning. Got 2 more on base right now. Left 1 on the first, 1 on the second, 2 on the 3rd inning. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The batter, number 11, Caitlin Atkinson. Valdez ready, fires, changeup, hits it up in the air. Center fielder gets under it for out number 3. It's a changeup, and she was right on it. Fortunately for the Lady Chargers, that ball was hit softly in the air, enough time to allow Miava Ansaldua to get under it. In the top of the 5th inning for the Lady Cats, no score. After 4.5 innings of play, Lady Chargers 4, Lady Cats 3.
At Illuminations, we're a one-stop shop. We have all the lighting you need for your new home, outdoor lighting, ceiling fans, chandeliers. So when you're building your new home, we work well with your builder. We'll get your floor plans, or we'll walk the house if we need to, make sure all the light fixtures that you get are gonna work and are gonna look good together. Illuminations is a family-owned business. We've been in business for 17 years now. My parents actually were in the construction industry prior to opening the store, and it was during this time that they noticed a need for a store like ours. One that would provide the customer service that contractors and new homeowners are looking for, and eliminate the headaches that you might get when you're shopping at a big box store and you don't get that one-on-one customer service. The Brownsville area is really growing. There's a lot of movement, there's a lot of construction, there's a lot of excitement. So we're glad that we finally have a store here that customers can come and look at our products here locally. I invite you to come discover Brownsville.
La barrita del show, somos buena gente.
And we're back, bottom of the fifth inning. Lady Chargers coming up to the plate. The batter is number 2, Valeria Ruiz, the shortstop. First pitch in there for strike number 1. On the mound for the Lady Cats for the Gregory Portland Lady Cats is still number 14, Sydney Olette. She's going all the way on this one. Of course, she pitched game 1 over at Gregory Portland. Second pitch, ball low. The count of the batter is 1 ball, 1 strike. The batter is number 2, Valeria Ruiz. On deck is number 6, Liz Abete, the third baseman. Lady Chargers trying to get some more. Too close for comfort. Leading 4-3, bottom of the fifth inning. Swing, foul ball coming our way. Foul ball. Just a few yards behind us. Of course, today we're set up on the first base line. And as Joe had mentioned before, 1 camera, so we give you the best angles that we can. And as Joe promised, things will get better. But we do what we can and bring you the action. Foul ball. 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The batter number 2, Valeria Ruiz. We're bottom of the fifth inning. Game's moving along. There was some fireworks in that second inning. Second inning, the Gregory Portland Lady Cats got 3 runs, and then Lady Chargers answered back with 4 of their own. And that's it. 4-3 the score. Swing and a miss. Foul tip called by the catcher for out number 1. Number 14 is the pitcher for Gregory Portland Lady Cats, Sydney Olette, has settled down. Looking right behind us, we see a pitcher warming up already. Swing up the middle, across, throw to first base in time for out number 2. 2 outs, 2 outs. That was Liz Abete, the batter. Ground ball, picked up, throw to first for out number 2. We bring up number 12, Jocelyn Head with 2 outs, nobody on base for the Lady Chargers. We see right behind her back, guess who's warming up? Mian Saldua warming up. Not sure of the strategy. Of course, she's a lefty on the mound. You started Valdez, Cassie Valdez in the circle for the Lady Chargers. You up by 1, so the strategy may be to bring in Ann Saldua and shut the door down. In there for strike number 1. Got 2 more at bats. Of course, the visiting team is Gregory Portland here today. They're trying to force game 3. Ball. Wednesday night on the road, the Lady Chargers took a victory. Game number 2. Lady Chargers trying to put this series away here by winning this game. The winner advances to play the winner of the Carroll and Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial. That series taking place in the Coastal Bend area. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. The batter number 12, Jocelyn Head, nobody on base, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning for the Lady Chargers. Here's the pitch. Ball inside. Two balls, 1 strike. Got 2 outs. Nobody on base for the Lady Chargers. Bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. Obviously, that was ball number 4. And again, we apologize from the angle we have. We can't really see the count many times. The scoreboard's really not helping us. They got 3 and 1 on the scoreboard. So obviously ball number 4. 2 outs, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning for the Lady Chargers, 2 outs. Brings up number 8, the first baseman, Alexis Isai. And once again, I want to let you know, warming up right behind us is number 5, Mian Saldua. Mian Saldua warming up here. She may be taking the circle, try to close it up here. Had an outstanding game on Wednesday night over at Gregory, Portland. She had 17 strikeouts. We'll see what the strategy is. 2 outs, right at first base. Here's a pitch. In there for a strike. And of course, if you're Gregory Portland, you're trying to keep it close and hopefully your bats come alive. Sydney Ouellette has settled down. She's got 2 outs. Here's a pitch. Ball a little bit low. At this point, the Lady Cats have 2 shots at it, top of the 6th and top of the 7th, trailing by 1 run. Here's the pitch. Foul ball. Ground ball to the left side of the infield. Foul ball. Batter was way ahead on that one. Ouellette took something off of it. So the batter was way ahead on the swing. 2 balls, 2 strikes at the count. Alexis Isai, the batter. She's the first baseman for the Lady Chargers. Here's the pitch. Ball hit to the right side of the infield. Picked up by the first baseman. In time at first base for out number 3. 3 outs. In the bottom of the 5th inning, no runs for the Lady Chargers. After 5 complete innings of play, the score, Lady Chargers 4, Lady Cats 3. We'll be back.
And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know.
My name is Ruben Reyna. I have been a music instructor for 30 years. I want all you veterans to come and take free piano guitar lessons. Call me for more information.
Stand up next to you.
My dad was sitting down at a Denny's with my sister, and Bally TV changed our lives. My dad was sitting down, and as he saw up while he was eating his breakfast, he saw me on TV. And at that point, he knew that he had done right. It was a turning point in our relationship that is been nurtured ever since he saw that. It gave him a new perspective. He finally understood that I was making the right choices, and I was giving back to the community. And really at this time, would really want to thank Valley TV for not only helping Las Brisas Boxing Club and the community, but in bonding me and my father back. And I'm forever grateful for Valley TV for that. Thank you, Valley TV.
I opened Alex Oral with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people.
And we're back, top of the 6th inning. Game moving along here. Not a lot happening. Some good defensive plays and some good pitching on both sides. Just the 2nd inning, we had some fireworks. 3 runs for the Lady Cats and 4 runs for the Lady Chargers. That's all we have. 4-3 is the score. Here we go underway. In the top of the 6th inning, Lady Chargers on top, 4-3. Well, on the mound still, number 7, Cassie Valdez comes back on the mound for the Lady Chargers. Mian Saldua was warming up, but Coach Reiner Cardenas decides to go back on the mound with Cassie Valdez. Mia is playing center field. But she did warm up, so I guess she's ready to go if needed. Here we go. Here's the pitch. Just a little bit low. The count in the batter, 2 balls, 1 strike. Got 2 shots at it for the Gregory Portland Lady Cats. Trailing by 1 run. 4-3 is the score in the top of the 6th inning. Game number 2 of the series. In there for strike number 2. The count on the batter. The batter's number 8, Marisa Solis. Count on the batter is 2 balls, 2 strikes. This would be a big out for the Lady Chargers if they can get it. First batter, swing, foul ball. Cassie Valdez trying to go the distance. Inning number 6, working inning number 6, leading 4-3. Game number 2 of the series. The count on the batter, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Valdez ready to pitch. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss for strike. Strike 3, out number 1. Big out. Down to 5 outs now. As the game progresses, each out becomes more important. Brings up the batter, number 8. See if I can see the number. Yeah, number 8. Marisa Solis for Gregory Portland, the Lady Cats. Number 8, 1 out. Here's the pitch. In the first strike, number 1. I was talking about earlier how some pitchers that I've seen by experience seem to get stronger as the game goes on, and that seems to be the case with Cassie Valdez here on the mound for the Lady Chargers. He's staying consistently around the plate. Here's second pitch. In there for strike number 2. At this point, the Lady Cats only trailing by 1 run. Just a close game. Anything can make a difference. 2 strikes, no balls, 2 strikes on the batter. Here's Valdez coming to the mound. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Out number 2. Big out, top of the 6th inning. Down to the last 4 outs, trailing by 1 run. The Lady Cats. Lady Chargers on top on this 2 out of 3 series, leading by 1 game. If they can wrap it up here in game number 1, they will advance to face the winner of the Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial and Corpus Christi Carol. 2 outs, top of the 6th inning, nobody on base. Here's the pitch. In there for strike number 1. The batter's number 10, Madison Flores, the left fielder. Nobody on base, 2 outs. Flores facing a count, no balls, 1 strike. Swing hard right at the pitcher. Bounces off. Second base in time for out number 2. Well, that ball bounced off the pitcher right at the second baseman, who was alert, picked it up, threw to first base for out number 3. In the top of the 6th inning, no score for the Lady Cats. Lady Chargers coming out to bat in the bottom of the 6th inning, leading the game 4-3. We'll be back.
I opened Alex Restaurant with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alex and Raw, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
For the hottest deals, go to Mi Casa Furniture.
Save at Mi Casa Furniture. 7533 Boca Chica, Brownsville. Never pay for the showroom. At Mi Casa Furniture, you can buy any of this furniture for 50% off retail. Think about it. 50% off retail at Mi Casa Furniture, 7533 Boca Chica, where you always buy for less.
And we're back. We're back down in Brownsville, moving on to the bottom of the sixth inning for the Lady Chargers. Good inning on that top of the sixth inning for pitcher Cassie Valdez. Pick them out, 3 up, 3 down. Leading 4-3. And she comes up to the plate in the bottom of the sixth inning. Swing, foul ball. Right field, foul ball. Once again, let me give you the scenario here. Game number 2. The Chargers are on top 1-0 as they won the first game of the series up in Gregory, Portland. This is game number 2. If the Chargers hold on and pull this one out, they won the series and advance to the third round of the state playoffs, facing the winner of the Carroll and Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial. The score is 4-3. Lady Chargers 4, Lady Cats 3 in the bottom of the sixth inning. The count of the batter, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitching for the Lady Cats, still number 14, Sydney Olette. She's going the distance. Pretty sure that's they're gonna go. They're gonna ride her arm the rest of the way. It's gonna be up to her to keep him in the game. Foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Trying to get an insurance run here in the bottom of the sixth inning for the Lady Chargers. Here's the pitch. Swing. Base hit right over the second baseman. For number 7, Cassie Valdez helping herself. Pitching good, hitting the ball. All around good outing. She's probably thinking, well, if Mia can do it, I can do it too. Both pitching and batting. Win play resumes, brings up number 9, Gio Leal, the left fielder. Gio Leal for the Lady Chargers. Nobody out, will run at first base. I'll be surprised if we go to the small game here and try to get that run in, trying to get a little security run, bunt, strike. Once again, the more you advance into the run of the playoffs, I've seen it for several years, you got to execute those bunts. You got to execute the small ball, critical. Seen it at the state level. Swing. Oh, good play by the third baseman. Little foul ball to the left side. She takes it on the run for out number 1. Checks the runner at third base. At first base, no play. 1 out. Good defensive play by the third baseman for the Lady Cats. That's number 4, Elanisa Ortiz, making a good defensive play. 1 out. Bottom of the sixth inning, 1 out, runner first base. Brings up the batter, number 5, Mia Ansaldua. Runner going to second base. Here's a throw. Here's the play. Shortstop unable to hang on to the ball. I think she's going to be safe anyways, but shortstop was unable to hang on to the ball. So Cassie Valdez is going to be safe at second base. Coach Cardenas trying to manufacture another run here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Give themselves a little cushion going into the top of the seventh inning. Mia Ansaldua squared off to bunt that time. She might get the green light now. Runner at second base in scoring position. Here's a pitch. Ball low. One out, bottom of the sixth inning. Lady Chargers on top. 4-3 is the score. The batter, Mia Ansaldua. Here's the pitch. Little changeup again. A little bit low. So batter, you see that changeup and you have the tendency to try to swing, but you got to hold back. Ball drop out of the strike zone for ball number 2. Runner second base. What are they going to put Ansaldua at first base? That came from the catcher. And of course, by rule, either the pitcher, the catcher, or the coach can intentionally walk a batter. So pitcher fell behind on the count, they just walk Ansaldua to first base. That's going to put runner second, runner first base. Brings up the batter, number 21, Harley Morales, the catcher. One out. Time called. Number 21, Morales, the catcher. Trying to add some runs here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Here's the pitch. A little bit low. One ball. Big inning on that second inning. That's where all the damage was done for both teams. Gregory Portland got 3 runs. And the Lady Chargers responded 4 runs of their own in the bottom of the second inning. That's it. All zeros on the scoreboard after that. Here's the pitch. Swing. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Pitcher to first base. Safe. Bang, bad play at third base. Throw went to third base, not on time. Throw was back to second base. Runner was picked up at second base for out number 2, but on the play, the runner continued from third base home. So one run scores on the play. Time call. 1 run scores. Bottom of the sixth inning, 1 run. Alert play by the runner. When the runner, the third baseman decided to throw to second, the shortstop was more concerned, didn't realize, she was concerned applying the tag, and after she applied the tag for out number 2 to make the out, forgot about the runner going down the line. So 1 run does score on the play. And that's the extra run that the Lady Chargers were needing. That security runs. So now the score is 5-3. Don't see it on the scoreboard, but I know there was a run. 1 run does score. So now the score from Brownsville. Brownsville Veterans 5-3. There it is. We're in a 2-minute delay here on the scoreboard. 2-3 minute delay. Now finally they put the run on the score. 5-3 is the score. Bottom of the sixth inning. Runner at second, runner first base. Trying to get some more. Brownsville Veterans batting in the bottom of the sixth inning. Mario Medrano bringing the action from Brownsville Veterans High School. Here's a swing. Ball hit at shortstop. Shortstop to third base. Force out for out number 3. No? Is that 2 outs? Well, I apologize. See, the scoreboard's got me all confused. That's 2 outs. The throw was at third base. Force out for out number 2. 2 outs. Got runner at second base, first base with 2 outs now. 2 outs. Foul ball. The batter is number 2, the shortstop, Valeria Ruiz. She's had a good game here today, Valeria. some good defensive plays. She's got an aggressive bat. She can certainly help her team here. Runner first, runner at second base with 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th inning. Lady Chargers on top, 5-3. Here's the pitch. Little changeup again by Olette. Sydney Olette on the mound. Continues to pitch for the Lady Cats from Gregory, Portland. Here's a good pitch. Swing and a miss. The count on the batter, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The batter, Valeria Ruiz. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 call. Base occupied at first base. That's at an automatic out with a swing and a miss. So out number 3. In the bottom of the 6th inning, though, 1 run does come across. The score, after 6 complete innings of play, Lady Chargers from Brownsville Veterans High School, 5.
At Illuminations, we're a one-stop shop. We have all the lighting you need for your new home, outdoor lighting, ceiling fans, chandeliers. So when you're building your
And we're back. Playoff series. Best of 3 games. Game number 2. Of course, the Lady Chargers leading 1-0. Game number 2 right here. Last of the 7th inning for the Lady Cats from Gregory, Portland. The batter's number 7, top of the lineup, Paige Little, comes up to the plate. Needs some runs here pretty bad. They're trailing by 2 runs. They want to extend the series. They got to get some runners on base. Foul ball. The count of the batter, no balls, 2 strikes. Trying to extend the series. Now for the Lady Chargers, number 7 is going all the way. She's back on the mound. Cassie Valdez taking the circle, taking the ball once again. Mia Ansaldu, excuse me. She's up back at center field. Here's the pitch. Foul ball. Number 7, top of the lineup, Paige Little is the batter. She's in the hole here. No balls, 2 strikes. Her job at this point is just trying to get on base. Really, the strategy from the coach is really get on base however you can. You gotta need some runners on base. Extend the inning. Of course, this is top of the 7th inning. Here's a pitch, foul ball. Gotta get 2. Gotta get 2 to keep it going. Lady Chargers leading the series 1-0. This is game number 2. Should they hold on, this will do it. They would advance to the 3rd round of the state playoffs. The winner advances to play the winner of the Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial High School in Corpus. 5-3 is the score. No balls, 2 strikes. The batter, number 7, Paige Little, top of the lineup. Here's the pitch. Cassie Valdez, the pitcher, put a little extra one on that one, a little bit high. Ball one. Count on the batters, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Beautiful weather here in South Texas for this game. It's been a beautiful afternoon for softball. Thank you for listening to us here. Little change that picked up by the pitcher. Throw to first base for out number 1. 1 out. In the last of the 7th inning for the Lady Cats, 1 out, nobody on base. Good weather down here in the valley. Certainly want to welcome you if you're listening to us via Real Sports Live.com. Thank you for listening to us. This is Mario Medrano bringing you the play-by-play action here today. Appreciate you listening. It's a lot of games, a lot of sports coming up, and Joe has mentioned to you a lot of be covering a lot of different sports. So keep us posted, keep us in mind, and tune in to listen to all the games. Here we go. Brings out the batter, Harley Escamilla, number 1. She's the catcher for the Lady Cats. 1 out in the top of the 7th inning. All the different social media that you're listening, we certainly appreciate you. Let us know you're listening. Here's the pitch. In there for strike 1. Good to be here today. Of course, been around softball for a number of years and done some play-by-play at different times for some softball and football. Here's a swing to the right side. Second baseman get under it for out number 2. 2 outs. Second baseman pedaled back and got under it. Sarah Gomez for out number 2. 2 outs. 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning. Trailing 5-3. And 1-0. Coach Cardenas is going to take a timeout. Wants to make sure that the team focuses on the last out. Don't get ahead of yourselves. It's probably what he's going to tell the team. 2 outs, nobody on base. They lead the series 1-0. The score is 5-3, top of the 7th inning, with 2 outs and nobody on base. He's got to like his chances here. Probably this conversation is more like stay focused, finish it up. Don't get too excited. Make the routine play. For the Lady Cats coming up to the plate. It's number 14, Sydney Olette. Olette, the pitcher, is on the mound with 2. It's on the plate with 2 outs. Her job is just to extend the inning here and give her team a chance. Here's the first pitch. Bullet inside for strike number 1. Good outing here for number 7, Cassie Valdez. Duplicating a good effort, good outing. Be a big help. Ball number 1, a little bit low. That brings up the counter. 1 ball, 1 strike. Of course, Mia Ansaldúa had a tremendous game out at Gregory Portland on Wednesday night. Coach Cardenas goes with Cassie Valdez on the circle. She's doing a good job. She's got a 5-3 lead, 2 outs, 7th inning. Foul ball. Ball inside, excuse me. Ball inside, ball gets all the way back to the screen. Lady Chargers leading the game 5-3. Top of the 7th inning, 2 outs. 2 outs. A lot of action, softball and baseball action. Playoff time in the Rio Grande Valley. A lot of teams are traveling outside the Rio Grande Valley. Wes could keep us tuned up for scores. Foul ball. A lot of softball coming out, my friends. Real Sports Live covering all kinds of events. Both softball, baseball playoffs, Got some soccer coming up. Got all kinds of things going on. Certainly gonna stay busy through the summer. And Joe Bowling, of course, he's got a lot more information. Look us up, and we got a lot of information. Here's a pitch. Hit to the shortstop. This could be it. Across the diamond. On the ground. That's it. And this one belongs to the Lady Chargers from Brownsville Veterans High School. They advance to the third round of the playoffs. Final score from Brownsville, Texas. Final score, Lady Chargers 5, Gregory Portland Lady Cats 3. Well played game. Good pitching performance by Cassie Valdez. Coach Cardenas went to her on the mound on the circle, and she responds with a good outing. Only one big inning, really. That's what it boiled down to here today. And that was a big second inning. On the top of the second inning, Gregory Portland put up 3 runs on the scoreboard. And, of course, the Lady Chargers responded with 4 big runs. That was it. No more runs at the rest of the game. Well, one more run for the Lady Chargers in the bottom of the 6th inning. But that was it. Some good defensive plays, good pitching. And so the Lady Chargers win up the series 2-0. So they advance to the next round, third round of the state playoffs. They will play the winner of the Corpus Christi Carroll